it's Professor Erick, or the Ram Man, whatever you want to call me. We are here in Compound Claros, under quarantine like everybody else. And I'm making this video just so you guys can have a little something to do. These videos you can find everywhere on YouTube, but I'm doing it, so that's pretty cool. I'm not a boastful guy, but hey. So I'm just going to show you a few things you could do on the floor at home to start. It's beginner stuff, nothing crazy, no flying anything. It's ground stuff and a few little workouts that can help you boost some cardio, increase a little strength, and have a little fun. Okay, let's get started. Hey guys, so this first one is pretty simple, pretty basic. It's butterfly drill, stretches your, whatever this part of your body is, legs. So you put your feet together and you pull them in as best you can. Now, if you don't have flexibility, you're gonna have this issue. It's not a problem. It's more about getting your heels close to your body, back straight, and then just flutter. Just flutter. It's called a butterfly. That's why. And you can do this for a 20 count, a 30 count, whatever works for you. Don't overdo it at first if you haven't done anything in a while, like me. You know, you should be able to just kind of hold it. Play some music, chill out, do it with your family members if they're able. All this stuff is real simple, real easy, nothing too insane. Next thing you do after you count your 20 or 30, take your right hand, grab both your toes if possible. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to push your knee down as far as you can. Right? You can even tilt a little bit, but I need you to stretch that one side more than the other. 10 count, 20 count, whatever you can do. Switch to the other side, push down, take a 10 count, 20 count, pretty easy. Eventually, the more you do it, the more flexible you become. So this is something you could do daily, just for that part of your body. Okay? So this is butterfly, stretching, fluttering, whatever. It's cool, it's relaxing. Play some calm music like Rammstein or something relaxing. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. This next one is also for your groin and your leg area. You're gonna start on your knees. You're gonna walk your hands out till you're like on all fours. And you're gonna take your feet and you're gonna put them together like clap, like a seal. I forget what animal does this. But you're gonna try to just drop your hips as best you can to try to get your hips as low as possible while you keep your feet together. You could do this for, again, a 30 count, a 20 count, whatever you're able to do. This is good stretching to start your day off or to end your day, whatever. Stretching is not a big deal to me, but since you're home and not doing anything, this helps a lot. Yoga too. Find some yoga videos. Those are good. I don't do yoga. This next one is for the shoulders. I like this one a lot because I got bad shoulders and this helps out a lot. So pretty much you're just going to put yourself in a crucifix. Make sure your floor is clean. This one's not. Try to line up your hands and your shoulders. Same line. Don't have it out here, right? Try to put them as straight as possible, as best you can. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring your left hand in, right to where your shoulder is. And you're going to take your left foot. And you're going to step over your own leg and put your foot flat. And now I'm stretching my shoulder here. What also helps is you can push off a little bit to get more of a stretch. And again, you do this for a 10, 20, 30 count, whatever works for you, right? And you do that, it's pretty good. I like this one a lot. I don't know where I learned this. I think Professor Leo taught it to me. Probably did. Or I just came up with it. I'm smart. And you do one side, and you switch the other. Extend, make sure that hand and that shoulder line up. Hand on the floor, step over, step, push off. Even get a little twist there, right? Because you want to stretch that as best you can. Do this for a 20 count, nice and easy, nice and simple. These are all great stretches to do, right? Let's move on to the next. This next one is also for the shoulders. So now, pretty much you're going to put your arms out. And again, line them up with your shoulders and keep your butt in the air, as goofy as this looks, but hey, it's the stretch. Put your chin on the floor, put your chest on the floor, and just stretch. Like it's a nice stretch. This is a good feeling one. I like this one a lot. Right? And then from here, you're going to switch to one side, right? So you're going to keep your right arm out. You're going to come up, bring your left hand inside, put your shoulder on the floor and try to like dig yourself underneath your own armpit. Just get a nice stretch. Hold it for a 20 count, 30 count, whatever you can do. Then switch to the other side. Arm goes through, stretch, nice and easy, nothing crazy, basic stuff. Okay, let's move on to the next. This next one is S stretching. It's also a good drill to do. It's S stretching because pretty much you bend this leg, foot that way, and you take your knee and you bring it to the other foot here, and you're kind of forming an S. And you're just gonna bend towards the knee, not towards the ankle. I can't even do it that way. Here, right? You're gonna line up your center with your knee. And then your hands, you're gonna use your hands to switch. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna alternate your legs. They come out in front, they switch to the front, and you stretch. Out in front, stretch. 1, 2, and you do this. What we normally do is a 20 count. We do 20 of everything. Keep it nice and simple. If you want to do more, all the better. You get a good sweat and you stretch. Right? This will help out with arm bars from the mount, S mount, getting into S mount, things of that nature. And this is a good motion to learn. It's very important in our style of Jiu Jitsu. So that's another good one you could do. Let's move on to the next. This next one is an easy one to do. Some people have a hard time with it just because their hips are not flexible enough. But I'm going to break it down into 2 parts. First part is your leg placement. Now if you notice, my feet are not close to me. I'm not like a little package yet. I have my leg slightly extended out, but my knee bent, my toes are pointing straight ahead. This leg is on the bottom and it's flat. It's flat. You should have it flat. It's important to understand that the better this positioning is, the easier the drill is after I give you the full 2 parts. This foot is behind that foot. They're not close, they're not touching. This one's just slightly out. And I'm just gonna rock back. Tuck my chin, always tuck your chin so you don't whiplash. Rock back. And use your legs for momentum to pull yourself back up. It's not a crunch, it's not a sit-up. You're using your legs to come back up. And if you notice, I return to the original position. Right? So I rock, and I just stop here. Now I switch to the other side, and rock. Right? Use your hands too if you need to pull yourself up to seated position. Right? Nice and easy. Right? There. 1 and 20. Okay? So you do that for a 20 count, and then we'll now move on to the second half of this complete drill. So the second part of this is more a little added motion and a little more effort now. Now I'm doing this on a hardwood floor, right? It's oak or something. I don't know, I paid lots of dollars for it. Here, there's no padding. It's not a mat. You can throw down a yoga mat if you have one. You can, if you have a carpet, great. If not, throw a towel down or just do it, man. You know, I'm callous, so it doesn't hurt so much. But, you know, hey, a little pain. So we're going to add to it. Rock. And now I'm going to use my legs. Like I said, I use my legs to lift myself up. Then I'm going to come up on this knee. I rock. And I push my hips forward. Now, every time I rock back, I always keep my chin tucked, right? I never want to hit my head on the floor. And it's also a habit you should build when rocking backwards or breaking fall. Chin to the chest, always, all the time, right? So we rock back, use our legs to come up on the knee, push the hips forward. Here and there, right? Rock back, push forward, right? Every time my hips go forward, rock back, hips forward, right? And you're not moving so much, so you don't need a lot of space for this. That's what's great about some of these drills, is you could do them in a small space. This next one is a little more work, but again, you don't need a lot of space. It's just backwards and forwards. We're not going down 10 feet of mat. We don't have that at the moment. So pretty much here, you're just gonna walk with your hips and your heels together, right? So if you notice, when I do the motion, It's not just my bottom half, my top half helps me move. So I'm going to extend my leg out, and I'm also going to turn my shoulder so it lines up with this leg, right? So extend, right? And then I'm going to lift my hip, lean that way, and move with my butt. And I'm just going to pull myself forward with my heels. I go forward, and now I go in reverse. I switch it. Now I push back, walking on my hips, but my shoulders are also moving with me. You go forward as far as you can, and you go back. This is good for hips, right? Jiu Jitsu is about hips and grips. Forward, back. Not too hard, right? Eventually I'm going to have you guys do the butt walk. It's really hard on a wood. It's difficult, but that's for later. But try that, right? Extend, line up, everything. Just walk with your butt, pull yourself with your heels. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, this next one, you could do it a couple of different ways. And I'll show you an easy way to do it so you can understand it. Pretty much you're gonna start on all fours, right? Now it's not a push-up position. Pretty much stand up. And now put your hands on the floor so they're flat and your feet are flat, right? If you need to open up a bit, it's fine. But the goal is to make a square, right? Your feet are the 2 points and your hands are the 2 points. You make a square, right? Here's your square. From here, you're gonna take alternate legs, right? So your leg and your arm are gonna move separate, right? So my left arm is gonna move and my right leg's gonna move. I'm gonna take this right leg, I'm gonna bring it through the inside of the box, and look, my hand's gonna come off the floor. I'm just gonna sit. This knee's bent, this leg is straight, this arm is on my knee, right? Kind of like the stand-up technique. But we're gonna do sit-throughs. That's what these are called, because you sit through. From here, go back to all fours. Here, right? So you go through and back. Now you can do 10 one side, and then you can do 10 the other side. Sit through, come back. Sit through, come back. Right? Just like this. This is a good drill. It's used on several techniques that we do, and it's a good workout. I'm sweating. So let's move on to the next drill. This next one is, we're going to finish the little warm-up exercise that we just did. These are all basic and simple, easy things you could do in a really small space. You can even do them in your bed. Be goofy, but it's possible. This last one is my favorite cardio exercise out there. It's pretty much the one I do if I really want to sweat. Now, you guys all know what a squat is, right? Squat is simple. Feet are shoulder length apart, right? Arms out. Some people like to do it and they just drop their butt, right? I just sat on the couch. So look, boom, there, just like that. That's actually a good place to mark it. If you have a chair, just kind of tap it and come back. That's how low you should go so you don't hurt your knees. Now, that's a good exercise, but it's more for your gluteus más o menos, your legs. It's a good workout, but for the bottom half. I like to do the Hindu squat. Hindu squat's a full body workout. The thing about the Hindu squat is it's constant motion. You don't count the reps. What I like to do is I like to put on a favorite song, right? Generally Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. That's a good one to do. It's 8 minutes long. But like, get a 2-minute, 3-minute song, whatever song you like, and play it and do Hindu squats non-stop. Now, most likely, the first time you do this, you'll probably last about 30 seconds. But it's real simple. I'm going to show it to you from 2 different angles. The front angle, right? So pretty much your arms will do like a bowling motion, like you're throwing, down the lane, right? At the same time. And you're just kind of bending and kind of rotating and just throwing something in front of you, just like that. And then you add the squat, but it's not a pop, pop, pop. It's not a drop and go. It's a fluid motion. So you're constantly moving, right? So it looks like that, just like that. And you always look straight, keep your back straight, and just go through it non-stop. This is a full body workout, and if you want to work out and sweat and get your heart rate up and sweat and just be beat up afterwards, this is the one to do, right? You can do it at whatever pace you like. Just don't drop and come back. It's a full go, right? Just like that. That will kill you. So I'm going to end it today, and I'll have some more stuff next time. Hope you guys had fun. Always remember, all you can do is be ready.